All right, here we go. So, I am doing another live event here on Google Hangouts. I am doing a whole new brand new experience on Google Hangouts. Yes. And I just want to talk about just different things today. About I just want to talk about fun topics, fun new ways of thinking. Um, Not really. You know what? I'm frustrated with a couple things. Am I? I don't know. Am I telling the truth? Who knows? It's up to you guys if you want to believe me. It's up to you guys if you want to understand what I'm talking about. I mean, you guys probably don't even want to watch any of this. You guys probably don't even care about what's going on in my life. I don't even care. You guys want to watch? You guys can watch. I don't care. I am doing videos because it makes me express myself, and that's what I need for um, able to fully express myself, right? So let's just say that bringing up heavy topics, I don't want to do that because that stresses other people out. And that's not my job. My job is to make your job easier, right? So I'm kind of like the safety blanket, the stress-free safety blanket where I come in, I relieve any tension, I relieve any stress, I make you laugh, I make you think differently. I do all that. That's my job, is to take the stress off of you, right? I'm the cleanser. I'm the playful cleanser. And that is what I do. That's what I do. And I signed up for that. That's my job. That's what I'm good at. That's what I'm good at. And I make you think positively, better, more efficiently. Um, and what I learn tactics and methods to help my job better, right? To, to do better for you is I have to learn how to do my job to help you. So sometimes it's very nice to do what I do because the payoff is very nice because you get what you want. And sometimes it's good and sometimes you got to wait a little bit longer to get your pay or your reward, I guess. I don't know, your reward. Um, but as you can tell, I might be getting a little older each and every single day. I might look a little different. Um, but my mind, that's what I need to focus on more than anything, more than my body, more than my style, my fashion, my speech. I need to focus on my mind and allowing my inner child to express itself because letting your inner child express itself is one of the most relieving things you can do for the body. You can do because it allows who you are as a child. Because when you're a child, you're authentic. You are who you are, and you don't put any effort into trying to change or mold yourself into being what society wants you to be. As a child, you want to be you completely. You want to be who you are, and you don't really think about, okay, how does society want me to be? You don't think of that. So you just express who you genuinely are. So when you allow your inner child to express itself when you're an adult, uh, you kind of let that stress go away. You don't even think about the stress, or you kind of mold yourself into someone. You just be you, and you kind of just let that happen, right? So I mean, there's so many different things that you can do and express yourself. I think trying to hold in your emotions probably isn't the best thing, which a lot of people do. You have to be authentic to yourself and be real with yourself. Be true to yourself, and I mean that's what will help keep the stress away. And my job is to help people get the stress off of them. And oftentimes, hey, I get stressed myself because what my job is I probably have multiple things going on at the same exact time. I get stressed. I'm not perfect. No one's perfect. And when you take away your ego, that's another whole story I could talk about, a whole nother topic, because ego creates a lot of stress. Because what the ego wants, it wants to it wants to compete with others. The ego wants to compete with another one's ego because it wants to be the best, right? So the ego wants to be, hey, look at me, I'm the best one there is. I'm the best. So I want to survive. I want to be able to defeat you. I want to be the top dog. I want to prove myself. I want to make myself look the most valuable and the most amazing thing since sliced bread. That's what the ego wants. The ego wants to do all of that. The ego wants to buy the newest, most flashy, most shiny thing on the market, the most new phone. It wants all these fantastic material items. It wants to make you look the most amazing thing ever. The most amazing person. When people fail to realize how small they really are and how small and insignificant, if they put themselves in that position, if they look that way, if they see the entire universe out there, they'll realize that they're little small ants compared to everything else out there. But then again, if you look at it like they're the most valuable thing, how significant they truly are instead of insignificant, that's where the fork starts. That's where you go different ways. That's where moderation has to arise, where you have to moderate your thoughts. Because okay, the ego wants to say you're the most significant person in the world. All right? That's what your ego wants. And that's healthy. I want people to do that. I want you to say, I'm significant. I have value. I am worth it. I am good enough. I want people to be able to say that genuinely. But I don't want people to say, I'm too good for other people. I'm too valuable for your time. So I don't want people doing that. I don't want people saying, I'm the most amazing thing ever. I'm better than you. See, I don't want people doing that. That's unhealthy when it becomes too much of a value thing, right? So I want people to say that they're valuable, but I don't want people saying that they're too valuable. See, that's moderation. Keep it moderated. Keep it in the middle. That's why they say it's too much. Anything that's too much is not good. Too much is a way to say that's overboard. So too much water, that's overboard. Too much air is good. Moderation. Anything that's too much is going overboard. So, and then that's when you have to learn what's too much. Maybe you understand that in the past you've had problems with self-worth and value. You want that ego to help kind of raise your spirits a bit, make you understand who you truly are, and kind of just learn who you are. And it kind of helps you make you feel better. But when you already feel good, when you already feel like you and you don't have any issues with self-worth, and yet you still want to make your ego go crazy, you don't have to do that. Ego is good to help increase your self-worth if you can. And a lot of people nowadays, they have self-worth issues. That's why people do such mean things to each other, because they want to seem powerful. They want to seem like they have control, and that's what their ego wants. The ego wants to control. And when you finally realize that, you kind of like, okay, I understand. I want to raise on to a higher level than that. And when you understand that money isn't all that cracked up to be, you kind of raise yourself from that. It's not what the hype is all about. People say money's the greatest thing in the world. When you have money, when you have $12,000 that you can buy anything with, whatever you want, you kind of see like, you know what? Money's not all that cracked up to be. Money isn't all what is hype. It doesn't come up to the hype. It's not that great from what people say it is. I mean, then you're like, fine, I'll use money for other things like bills, or I want to use it towards something that I may need in the future. You just use it as an object. It can't control you. It's not going to control you. It can't. It's just a piece of paper, just numbers. How can a number and a piece of paper control a live being? You're a live being with emotions. A computer can't create emotions. A computer can't create tears out of thoughts. Can a computer do that? No, a robot can't do that. No. Society wants you to be a robot. It does. That's what they're trying to make people. Buying, purchasing, consuming robots. Believe me or not. I mean, people look at me and they're like, oh, how is this kid talking about such genius topics? How is he talking about such smart things, such advanced topics, advanced things? Well, I don't put myself in a suit. I don't shave my face every day. I don't make my hair all fancy and fixed for you guys. No, I don't do all of that. I don't wash my face. I don't wear suits and wear fancy clothes and nice dress shoes. I don't do any of that. I don't want to, because I'm real. I want to be real. I want to be authentic. I want to be genuine. I want to be new. I want to be original. That's what I want. I don't have to throw these shiny things on top of me to try and get your attention. No. That's a tactic everyone else uses. That's not a tactic I use. I know their tactics. I know the way they do things. I know the methods that they chose. I understand. I see exactly what they're doing. I know what they're doing. They're trying to show off themselves, trying to make themselves look professional. Professional. They want to look professional. What is professional? Professional is an opinion. That's what professionalism is. It's an opinion. It's an idea. It's a belief. It's a thought. It's an assumption. Professional. What is a professional? Just a guy wearing a suit? A guy who has 20 different degrees in different things? No. That's just what they think it is. You could be a complete professional without even going to college, without wearing a suit, without even having $5 to your name. You could still be a professional at something, and people don't realize that. I don't need to show off anything. I don't need to show off. I've got diplomas right over there. I don't need to show them off. That doesn't define who I am. That doesn't define what I know. That doesn't define anything. This is a piece of paper with my name on it. It's got nothing to say. If I had a master's degree, I'd say the same thing. I wouldn't show that thing off. I don't care. It's a piece of paper. A master's degree, bachelor's degree, any of that. That's a piece of paper. That's got no meaning to it. That's got the same meaning as a drawing if I have. That's the same one up there. I don't care. I don't need to show it off. If I showed it off, what kind of difference would that make? What difference would it be if I showed a master's degree and a drawing a 5-year-old made? They're both pieces of paper. What's the difference? One's got ink on it, the other's got crayon. What's the difference? Ink and crayon. What's the difference? It's got no difference, right? They're both pieces of paper. They're both square. They both have something on it. Doesn't make any lick of difference. It's what you put your meaning to, what your thoughts to. That's what makes it seem different. That's an illusion. Your thoughts are creating that belief, right? So when you understand that and you don't put your thoughts towards a piece of paper like that, you think of everything differently. So I don't need any of that to show off. I'm going to be me. I'm going to express what I know genuinely. I don't need to be a professional. That's a belief. So I want to say thank you for guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Have a nice apocalypse. Have an awesome day.